Today I'll be talking about the Second Amendment. Gun rights have always been a controversial topic in America. Many people believe that guns are dangerous and they cause countless deaths every year. Because of this belief, 40% of Americans believe that there should be stricter gun laws. The truth is, with safe handling of a firearm, it can be a safe way to keep yourself safe or to use it for recreational use. In this speech, I'll show you how guns can be used for self-defense and recreation, and I'll also explain what would happen if our gun rights were taken away. Self-defense. In 2012, there's about 1.2 million violent crimes, and murder and manslaughter, rape, and aggravated assault are all increasing. So this many violent crimes, you need a way to protect yourself. Home defense. Most people in urban environments tend to be more anti-gun. And according to this map, you see the green and yellow states have the stricter gun laws, and the red states are more lenient. And you can see like New York City has a very strict gun policy. Illinois, it has Chicago, which is a pretty big city, and they tend to be anti-gun because of heavy gang activity. And urban households tend to be more accessible by cops since everybody's more closely together, so they don't need a firearm to protect themselves. However, homes in rural areas are the opposite. Since rural homes are more spread out over a large area, it takes longer for cops to show up if something bad were to happen. If someone were to break into your home in a rural area, it would take at least 30 minutes for a cop to get there if you live far out away from the city. And criminals are not going to wait on the cops to show up, so you have to take your safety into your own hands. The goal is not to shoot, but to threaten them to get out. But sometimes you need to take that further. And self-defense on the go. Getting a concealed carry permit is a great way to defend yourself on the go. Concealed carry is the right to legally carry a concealed firearm. And to get one, you have to go through a firearms training program that teaches you how to safely handle a firearm. And you have to go through extensive background checks. Recreation. Many people use guns for hunting, and it's an enjoyable hobby shared by many, including myself. And deer season is one of the most enjoyable parts of my year because I get to spend time with family, and it's always good to have extra food too. And other people use guns for target shooting and competition, and it's always fun to do that too. And here's an example of me target shooting. I had the chance to rent a machine gun, and it was a very fun experience for me, and go ahead and show you all.
Alright. Hey David, how you go? It's going to drive you back, so be ready for the recoil, okay?
Everybody's ready to go?
Oh, okay, you're good. It's not bad at all, it's a heavy gun. You're good to fire.
So for me, that was a very memorable experience, and it was a lot of fun. So now we've discussed two ways that guns can be used: self-defense and recreation. What if our gun rights were more strict and even denied? In the 1920s, the government tried to outlaw all sales of alcohol in the Prohibition. This didn't prevent people from getting their hands on alcohol, however. Bootleggers and criminals would smuggle alcohol all across America. And they even set up speakeasies, which people could go there and drink illegally. The government banning alcohol clearly didn't work. People are going to get what they want, either legally or illegally. Just like the Prohibition, if the government were to ban guns, it wouldn't completely get rid of them. And here's a quote. When these local government enacted gun bans, only law-abiding citizens would respect the law. Criminals would, however, carry on, knowing that their victims would be defenseless. So pretty much law-abiding citizens would turn in their firearms, and criminals would take advantage of the citizens because they wouldn't be able to defend themselves. And Mexico is a great example of a country with strict gun laws. To acquire a firearm in Mexico, you have to go through a lengthy process of getting a permit from the government. And law-abiding Mexicans who want a gun to defend themselves have no good option. Either they fight government red tape, or they buy one off the black market. And pretty much there's only one gun store in Mexico, and it's very hard to purchase firearms, so citizens have no good way of getting firearms for their self-defense. In Mexico, the cartel controls most of the firearms, and they smuggle weapons into Mexico from the U.S. and other surrounding areas. Since weapons are difficult for citizens to get, the cartel pretty much takes advantage of them. And because the citizens are unarmed, they have more power over them. My dad has been to Mexico, and he said that everybody has bars around their doors and windows for defense. And even somebody keeps a large rock beside their bed for protection, even though it wouldn't do much good against a gun. Conclusion. With this information that I've given you, I hope you've seen a different side of gun ownership. Guns aren't as dangerous as they seem. With responsible ownership, guns can be a safe and effective way to defend yourself, or you can have some fun and use them for target shooting or hunting. If you're not a supporter of the Second Amendment, I challenge you to reconsider your opinion. Further restriction of firearms only makes things worse on law-abiding citizens, and completely denying them endangers them because criminals have the upper hand. Thank you for listening.